Welcome back to Breadcrumbs for Life. This is Frances, where simple steps bring real results. Today we're talking about our career. And, I retired last year, and when I think back on my career, the decades of it, the constant day after day work that I did, I don't think about the paychecks. That was obviously great to get paid. I don't even think about the big projects or even the stressful days that felt so big at the time. But what stands out the most to me is the days that I showed up with my whole heart. The days that I did the right things and I didn't cut corners. No one was watching, but I decided to be excellent, to do above and beyond. Because being excellent is not about showing off or chasing perfection. It's just knowing that at the end of the day, I did my work with integrity, with effort, and with care. I watched plenty of people do the bare minimum, and even being proud of it. They would just sit there and play games at their desk rather than doing the work, and they were getting paid. And I've also seen people quietly, steadily giving their best, whether they were recognized for it or not. And those are the people that everybody wants to work with. Those that are steadily giving their best. Those that are building excellence, building trust. They're opening doors that they never even knew they were coming. A couple of instances in my career, and I'm not saying this to brag, but just to give an example, I was working with an organization and the company knew about it, and I was doing some work with coordinating different things that were coming up, and the coordination skills that I was working on was noticed by a manager who asked me to take on more responsibility that was above and beyond my work scope. And rather than complaining, oh gosh, I got more to do, I looked at it as an opportunity to develop my skills and also to put on my resume. And I gave it my best, and I did the best that I had, and I was able to not only use it on my resume, but give it as an example on an interview. And that's what excellence is about. You feel good about yourself, but you can also make your resume stand out. You can have a great example on an interview. So just think about today the kind of worker that you'll be always proud of. Not the title of the job or the paycheck, but the way that you show up. So that at the end of the day, you can say, I really gave it my best today. Some things to think about is find one small area today where you can give just a little bit more, put more thought into it, care a little bit more, or show more excellence. Because in the end, that's what builds your reputation, being excellent. And even more importantly, it shapes who you become. And at the end of the day, you will be proud that you did more than just enough to get by, that you had an excellent day at work. Until next time, leave a breadcrumb and make a difference. This is Frances.